Oh my god! What it do, ski guys? So how's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Today we are starting season 6 of Doctor Who, y'all. I'm excited. I know a lot of you guys are hyped about season 6, so I'm gonna be interested. It's gonna be interesting to see how this stacks up against the rest of the show, rest of the series that we've seen so far. And yeah, with that being said, let's just dive right into it. We saw this special. The last thing that we saw was the classic episode, which was great, and just before that we saw the little charity episode that I don't think is going to tie into this at all, but let's just get into it. So as always, if you enjoyed it, then be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, y'all, in case you are interested in the full and raw reaction and more, plus early access to these videos, then definitely check out patreon.com/Fellow34 in the description down below. But let's get right into it. Yeet. Oh, it's really right into it.
You know, this isn't nearly as bad as it looks.
The personal it's like he's being deliberately ridiculous, trying to attract our attention. Are you watching this again?
Yeah, I've explained
Is
it.
he in it?
So what are you saying? You really think he's back there trying to wave to us out of history books?
Hey, it's the
Look
song.
at that.
Thanks.
He's so
Why?
he's so
Well, he said
bad.
he'd be in touch.
2011 coordinates.
Baby?
A date, a time, a map reference. I think it's an invitation.
From who?
It's not signed.
It's blue.
Look, it's hard as blue.
River song. Okay, if he's inviting River, it's getting serious. What is going on? We spent some time together now.
Stetsons are cool.
What the? River? Yeah.
Hello, sweetie.
First thoughts. Starting off the season fairly hot on a happy note. The Doctor seems to be living his best life. I think that's what the kids call it nowadays. I guess River is going to be an integral part of the team this season. Just early thoughts, and I'm digging the vibe so far. Rory and Amy have been together for a while now too, so.
So what's happening then? Because you've been up to something.
I've been running. The fastest I've ever run. And I've been running my whole life. Now it's time for me to stop. And tonight, I'm going to need you all with me.
Was he like,
Okay.
I'm regenerating and I want you all here? Like,
Space. 1969.
what's special about Space 1969?
Oh, why, it's horrid. I thought it would taste more like the gums.
1103.
The like gummy wines.
Who's that?
Who's he?
Sorry, what?
What did you see? You said you saw something.
Human beings. I thought I'd never get done saving you.
And whomst is this? And it looks extra crispy now. Is that just me, like the HD?
Who's he?
Didn't think we'd ever get here.
Oh my god.
You all need to stay back. Whatever happens now, you do not interfere.
The Doctor has something to do with the moon landing, of course.
It's okay, I know it's you.
What's he doing?
Baby! Stay back! You have to stay back!
It's like an art house film. What's going on? Wait, is he dead ass regenerating? I was joking!
I'm sorry.
I was joking! Bro! I was... He stopped him before he even regenerated.
He said you'd need this.
The gasoline? The man deadass invited all of his close friends and family and someone to bring a good liter of gasoline to watch him die. I am so confused. I thought we were starting off on a happy note this season.
We're gonna do this. Let's do it properly.
Okay, I thought this was gonna be one elaborate joke to get their attention, maybe like a little game, but this is serious. And why is he not Wilf? That's the real question.
Who are you?
Look,
Well, someone was here.
When you know it's the end, who do you call?
Your friends, people you trust.
Number one,
Who would be one?
who did the doctor trust the most? This is cold. Even by your standards, this is cold.
Oh, hello.
Amy, ask him what age he is.
A bit personal.
Oh, he
Tell
said his
her.
age.
Tell her what age you are.
909.
But you said you... So where does that leave us? Jim the Fish? Have we done Jim the Fish yet?
Who's Jim the Fish?
I don't understand.
I'm confused.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. What are we all doing?
He said he was 1100 or something earlier.
Recruited by who?
Spoilers.
Ah, that's so funny.
1969, that's an
We get to
easy
see her
one.
perspective when she says
Some
spoilers.
years are easy.
That's
I'm
amazing.
14.
I feel unsettled knowing that he just freaking invited all of them to off himself.
How can you be okay with this?
The doctor's death doesn't frighten me, nor does my own. There's a far worse day coming for me.
Spoilers.
What? A mysterious summons? You think I'm just going to go? Who sent those messages? I know you know. I can see it in your faces. Don't play games with me. Don't ever think you're capable of that.
You're going to have to trust us this time.
Trust you, sure. But first of all, Dr. Soul, just one thing. Who are you?
Oh, he doesn't know. I feel unsettled right now. Oh my
My
goodness.
life in your hands. Amelia Bond.
Aliens!
What the hell is that? Mr. President? That child just told you everything you need to know, but you weren't listening. Never mind, though, 'cause the answer's yes. I'll take the case.
They're Americans!
Oh my
Shoot.
goodness.
No shoot.
Don't shoot us either. Very much not in need of
She said
getting
they're
shot.
Americans.
These are my top operatives, the legs, the nose, and Mrs. Robinson.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
Mr. President, that man walked in here with a big blue box and 3 of his friends. And that's the man he walked past. One of them's worth listening to. I say we give him 5 minutes. See if he delivers.
Thanks, Kent.
If he doesn't, I'll shoot him myself.
Not so thanks.
Sir,
I'm going to need a SWAT team ready to mobilise, street-level maps covering all of Florida, a pot of coffee, 12 jammy Dodgers, and a fez.
Get him his maps.
Way Florida. That's where NASA is. She mentioned the spaceman. NASA's where the spacemen live.
Spaceman. Might be when we saw the lake. Maybe. Probably.
Are you Dom?
Amy, what do you remember?
I don't know. I just...
I'm fine. I'm just feeling a little sick.
I saw you before at the lake. I'm here. How did I forget? What are you? Get back!
Maybe it's a parasite that's only in your mind.
Oh my god, what is that? Is that a mask? Is that a Star Trek thing?
Ben, is that you?
Get back from it,
What's
no!
this?
Back from what, honey?
I am
Behind you.
so
I think there is
spooked.
nothing.
Slenderman looking ass.
Why did you have to kill her?
You okay?
I'm fine. Much better, thanks.
What's that?
It's my phone.
Your phone?
I have to tell the doctor.
No time for a SWAT team, let's go. Mr. President, tell her help's on the way. Canton, on no account, follow me into this box and close the door behind you.
What the hell are you doing? I'm sending my best people.
Are you taking care of this?
Why is it always my turn?
Because you're the newest.
How can we have
You
moved?
haven't even got to space travel yet.
Look how how cool this stuff is.
Cool aliens.
Well, what would you call me?
An alien.
Oi! I think he's okay now.
Back with us, Canton.
You're thinking if we can find the spaceman in 1969 and neutralize it, then it won't be around in 2011 to kill the Doctor.
Okay, lucky guess.
It's only because I was thinking it too.
So let's do it.
Doesn't work like that. We came here because of what we saw in the future. If we try and prevent the future from happening, we create a paradox.
Time can be rewritten.
Not always.
Says who?
Shout if you get in trouble.
Don't worry, I'm quite the screamer.
Now there's a spoiler for you.
Last time we were in a sewer, Andrew Garfield was there, so just tread lightly. Yeah, they're probably like moon aliens. And they said, why are these humans invading our fucking place?
Rory, would you mind going with that?
Yeah, a bit.
Then I appreciate it.
What are we doing here?
When I first met the Doctor, long time ago,
Oh?
suddenly this man just drops out of the sky. And he's clever and mad and wonderful and knows every last thing about her. Trouble is, it's all back to front. My past is his future. Every time we meet, I know him more. He knows me less. The day's coming when I'll look into that man's eyes.
And see nothing. Or he will recognize
My
me.
Doctor. But you won't have the faintest idea who I am.
She's a real interesting character.
And I think it's going to kill me.
See, I don't even know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. Maybe that's still going on in the new season, right? I've been getting like hella alien vibes.
Check if anything's coming.
Nothing.
There's nothing out there.
That's a broken ability. Oh my goodness.
We've been here for centuries.
Oh my goodness.
So,
We just got him back.
I had something I wanted to tell him. Stuff always gets in the way.
Stuff does that.
So many questions this episode, but I really like it.
What's wrong? I need to tell you something that's important. It's really, really important.
Like, what's going on with the stomach pains? What happened to Rory? Whom started these aliens?
Doctor. I'm pregnant.
I was gonna say, it can't be that she's pregnant, because then Song just said the same thing about her stomach hurting, so like, oh, maybe it just connected to the aliens, but she's pregnant. And then I thought about myself right before I was gonna say, but I'm like, I'm not gonna say it, because it's like, there's no point. Hypothetically, what if we're going Hail Marys, what if that kid is her child who she's pregnant with now? I don't know. Anyway, what the fuck's going on? You gonna jump in front of him? Oh. No! You shot the kid! Oh my god, Amy, you... What? Damn! And that was Doctor Who Season 6, Episode 1. That was that was a fantastic premiere. Introducing this new character who the Doctor is really closer from the year 1969. We're in America, which we really haven't been for a central story. So many twists and turns, starting off with this sort of wake game-esque thing where we have the future Doctor and he's calling all of his close friends. Really interesting premise. Then they threw in the whole alien race in the three-piece suits. I think this is one of those, like Steven at one of his best in terms of high concept episodes, and it seems to be a two-parter. Amy freaking ending it off shooting the girl who was in the spacesuit. Like, Nani? Like, what is... I have so many questions about what's going on. Amy's pregnant too. I mean, they had 2 months break. They just got married and stuff, but I think it was pretty easy to guess that she was pregnant, but at the same time, I thought it was one of those things where it's like the alien, staring at the alien is what made her feel something. I didn't necessarily want to just say, oh, she's pregnant. But that's wild. Congrats in and of itself. But really weird episode that was just unsettling to watch, especially being put in a position where you're in River Song's position where she can't say what's going on. And I like that we got to learn a little bit more about her and her position with the Doctor, and watch them go on an adventure, but having to sort of not be at the Doctor's side, but sort of watch over him to make sure he doesn't mess up. So very interesting premiere, I'd say. Definitely one of the most intriguing, and I think one of my favorites so far. But with that being said, y'all, what did you think? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, no spoilers about what's gonna happen, but really interesting episode, I'd say. If you want early access to these videos, the full and raw reaction, and more, then definitely check out patreon.com/fail34 in the description down below. With that being said, I will see you all next time. Peace. Wow, that was a dope episode.